because they want a man, so they ain't gotta do this, that, that. I'm tired of working. That's what I've been hearing a lot too. I'm tired of working. I need a man. And then, nah, especially right now, that's the wrong mind frame.
Yeah. Yeah. New voice in the room, I don't follow the noise. I study the game, then I make my choice. Clean line, sharp mind, pressure stay poised. I'm built for the moment, I move with a point. No gimmicks, just vision, I say what I see. Question the rules, still play it, lead from the corners to the culture. Now listen to me. This ain't hype, this is clarity. Welcome to the space where the truth get loud. Calm on the surface, storms in the crowd. I don't need a shout, let the message surround. New era talk, let it play right now. Let's get into it.
Welcome. Get uncomfortable or get comfortable. Either way, we're going to talk about it. Welcome back to fucking New Guy Podcast. I'm your host, Samir, Mr. FMG himself. We're going to get into some things today. Now, for example, we're going to touch on the Grammys, some good points about relationship shit, and we're going to get into some internet madness. So without further ado, the Grammys. What a good night. Would you agree yourself? Me personally, I think it was a good night. I watched it from beginning to end. Now don't get me wrong. I've seen some things on there, right? Some of the things were a little bit disturbing to me. Right? And we're gonna get into that. But overall, the comedian Trevor, funny dude. Well, I don't know if he's a comedian. I think he was just the host. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think he does E-News. Maybe. No, he has his own show. Yeah, my bad. He has his own show. My bad. He has his own show with the Daily News or some shit like that. And he's funny. But overall, to me, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. First time me watching the Grammys in a while. I haven't watched like award shows and shit in so long. So, because I really don't watch TV. I'm not. If it's not me trying to increase up here or things like that. But anyway, the Grammys. My opinion, off the rip, I will say, personally, it was black as hell. Not in a bad way, though. In a good way. You want to know why I say it in a good way? And I have some remarks about that shit, too. The fucking owner, dude. Something Junior. I'm going to talk about him in a second. But Kendrick Lamar broke a record. Good job. Feel me? Clips came out, did they thing. Performance was phenomenal. We had Lauryn Hill, my girl. Oh my God. Jersey's own native. Lauryn Hill, baby. X's County greatest. Hands down. I mean, next to Whitney Houston, but you know, God rest her soul. She's not here right now. But Lauryn Hill did your thing. Oh my God. I was glued to the TV. I was glued to the TV. Oh my goodness. Lauryn Hill you did your thing, baby. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else said it, but hold up. I gotta shape up and fucking hair and shit. But anyway, Lauryn Hill did her thing. She looked great. You feel me? Singing don't even feel like it fell off kilter. You know, everybody that came out, God rest his soul, D'Angelo, you know, one of the greats that we lost. Everybody came out, did their thing, man. Oh my God, it was so amazing to see. What else? What else? What else is there? What else is there? Off of Lauren Hill, um, he made Trevor made jokes about Nikki. Like we, we not gonna get into that. Like I'm gonna just leave that alone, right? But overall, it was it was good. Now, certain things I want to touch on, right? And whether you like it or not, why is it that it takes some artists, uh, Kaylani, Billie Eilish, and I think it was one more artist. I can't not remember. For the life of me, I can't remember. I'm gonna leave it here somewhere. Post production, editing, and shit like that. But why is it the hip hop community can't do what these ladies did? Actually, I'm lying. Shabuzi. But Shabuzi not hip hop, he's country. But why it takes them to say something? They said, make sure you bleep this out. They said, fuck ICE. I love to see it. And then Shabuzi said, how can you, what did he say? Ah, man. Damn. Let me put it up real quick. Real quick. 2 seconds style. 2 seconds style. 2 seconds style. 2 seconds style. Shabuzi said immigrants built this country. How the fuck you gonna deport niggas? Whoa, immigrants built this country. How the fuck how you gonna deport people on stolen land? It's stolen. So y'all come here and make the rules. I digress, but he ain't lying. Nor is Billie Eilish, nor is Kaylani. I love to see it. But my thing is, what's killing me is, right? Over time, history, the hip hop community was somewhat damn near always the first ones to say something, and then everybody else said something. So where the fuck are y'all now? Where y'all at now? I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Or y'all gonna wait till the BET Awards to say something? Or everybody was trying to be, politically correct because they was at the Grammys. Y'all looked great though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Y'all looked great, especially Tiana Taylor. God damn, girl, you slaying them. And the year just started, and you slaying right now. Like you just damn Tiana. All right. Anyway, enough going gaga over her for a second. But yo, and she won an award too. I'm gonna stop saying that. But yeah, like overall, it was a good show. Now here's my gripes with shit, right? Only got really, one thing to say. And Justin, why was you in your skimpies? Why? I'm not curious. Personally, I didn't want to see it. But why are you? I mean, good performance, but why the hell are you in your drawers, man? Now, 10 for you hat, conspiracy theorist of me. I'm thinking certain things, and now it's like, okay, let's see where this goes after this, right? Let's see what lane happens after this. Let's see where you skyrocket or catapult after this, because I feel like it was something. I'm not going to speak on it. If you know, you know. If you don't, do your homework on certain humiliation things. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say nothing else. Mum's the word, and it is what it is. Like, but other than that, overall, the Grammys was good. Everybody sounded good. Everybody put on a great show. Everybody looked amazing. Everybody looked at Queen. I can't even forget Queen Latifah. Oh my God, she looked amazing that night. She did. She did. Doshi too. There you go, my girl. Good job. You feel me? But everybody got beat out by Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick came and just scraped everything. Oh, good job, Bad Bunny. Didn't even hear the album, but from what I can gather, it was amazing for you to win Album of the Year last year. Good job. I mean, I heard this shit everywhere. Well, 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 will I will hear it. Let me say that. But it's, I mean, for the most part, Bad Bunny, he's been wilding. As far as like music everywhere, him being everywhere, touring and everything, like he had a phenomenal year. I will say that. So somewhat he kind of deserved it. I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say he got snuffed. I mean, I wouldn't say like the Clips and all them they got snuffed because the Clips they did a phenomenal job with that album. The album was fucking great, the rollout and everything, you know. Kendrick too, but Kendrick album came out early in the year. So, he had all year, but he won what he won. And for me personally, I think that album was um no, he did his thing. He did his thing. I mean, I'm not gonna say Bad Bunny is a bigger artist, but also Bad Bunny is in a whole separate genre, and he has that whole culture in a chokehold. Like, don't get me wrong, Kendrick, he has. I'm not gonna say he has competition, but he kind of does, because the Clips was doing a thing, you know, and that's the only other person I think Kendrick was going up against that's in the hip hop lane. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of because it was Kendrick, Clips, Bad Bunny. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like uh, Sabrina Carpenter, um, Billie Eilish, and I think one more person. But you got to think about it. Bad Bunny is the only one that's in that Latin culture, and he has them in a chokehold. Bad Bunny has them so much in a chokehold that he cannot do nothing for like a year, and he'll still be on top. That's how much of a choke. Like, he can go on a Kendrick hiatus, and he'll still have that culture in a chokehold. That's how Bad Bunny is on top in the Latin world. But he been doing his thing, and everybody listens to his music. Everybody listens to shit. I'm not a I'm not I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan. It's cool because I can't personally understand it. I want to I want to learn Spanish so I can enjoy that shit too. Because I'm not gonna lie, some of that shit do be fire when you hear it. Even when it's in another language, it does sound fire. The shit that be coming out, they be going they be going crazy. But kudos, claps, congratulations all around the board to everybody. Everybody did a phenomenal job. Um, and not for nothing, I'm looking forward to next year. I am. I'm looking forward to next year Grammys to see how that shit turns out. But here's the thing about it. It might not be so black because right now. We're at the top of the year. So I can't really say what because it's just starting out. So I'm going to say this. Let's see what happens. Because I hear a couple of albums supposed to be coming out, and I don't know who's put music out. So we just going to see. That's all I'm going to say. We just going to see. But kudos to everybody. Grammys, y'all did go. Oh, wait. Before I get away from this, I don't know his name. The junior dude that I guess like runs that venue where they was doing the Grammys, or he's a part of the Grammys situation, whatever the case may be. He named every genre of music besides hip hop. I didn't like that. He named rock, country, jazz, fucking pop, everything but hip hop. I feel like he has something against it. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he was reading off the teleprompter a little fast and skipped it, but I feel like he did that shit purposely. And I didn't fucking like it. Personally, I didn't like the shit. Because not for nothing, I'm gonna be honest with you. Enough artists and enough genres steal from us, and then we don't even get our recognition about the shit. That's just how I see it. Like it or not. You might feel a different way. That's your opinion. Like the old saying goes, everybody has an opinion. It's like an asshole. You'll be all right. Like, that's just what it is. You'll be all right. Like, but I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. Oh, Bruno Mars. He did his thing. Yeah. Bruno Mars did his thing. Yeah. Good job. Good fucking job. Everybody did a phenomenal job. I can't even disagree with it. For my first time watching the Grammys in a while. Because, that was bullshit. But anyway, my other topic I want to bring up, right? Somebody that I don't know, she has her own little thing. Well, I'm not going to say little because I'm not going to diminish anybody for what they're doing. But a few things that she has posted. One of the things was asked that, oh, ladies, why haven't your first child's father proposed to you? I don't think a lot of women are ready for that question. Here's why.
A woman that is genuinely interested in you is going to show you. Not by chasing, not by overwhelming you, but she's going to come with clarity. She's going to come with consistent feminine signals that's impossible to miss when you know what to look for. So here are a couple of ways that she behaves when she's totally into you. She brings peace, not chaos, into your life. She mirrors your consistency. She listens to your words and the way that you speak. She respects your time and your presence. She genuinely is curious about you. And the last sign that a woman is totally into you, she makes it rather easy for you to be a man around her. No mixed signals, no emotional tug of war. A woman who wants you will meet you where you are with softness, clarity, and reciprocity.
Us as men, right? We're simple. We're simple as fuck, but we're also complicated in the sense that if, not if, what kind of value do you bring me that I can't do without you? Do you enhance my finances? Do you enhance me? Do you give me the shit that I can't get from nowhere else? Like really ask that question. Because if you can't answer that question, ask yourself that question. If you can't answer that question, why are you there? Really, because we're living in a day and age right now where men are more prone to staying in a situation because of the family dynamic. So no funny shit on the side. He'd be getting some pussy, he'd be, and then you'll get mad that he cheating, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, if he's still taking care of the house, then kind of what's the issue? But here's the thing. Can you give him what he can't get from outside? Can you be his peace? Not just encourage, because anybody could give encouraging words. It's how you make him feel. Can you make that man feel like, yo, I can't live without you? Literally. You cover so many bases that at the end of the day, like, yo, I seen this video, right? It was a skit, but this dude, okay, let me set the picture for you. The skit opens with Shorty in a Amazon uniform. So she's walking in the parking garage. So her man walks up. He just leaving work. So she's like, "Hey, babe, you home early?" Now, automatically thinking, no funny shit, us being human, especially this day and age, you would think, and this is fucked up, but this is how programmed people have gotten. But you would think when she say, "What you doing home early?" and you see him, you would think, "Oh, he probably just hopped out some pussy or he cheating or whatever the case may be." No, stop. Now I'm about to continue the story. Now, when she seen him and asked him that question, he was like, "Yo, I just lost my job. I don't know what the fuck we gonna do. I mean, I got a few dollars, but it's a little short on the rent." She said, "Oh, nah, it's cool." And he like, "Wait, why you in the Amazon uniform?" She like, "Oh, I've been working for Amazon, just so I can stack some bread on the side. So, if anything happens, I got your back." So as she's saying that, that part when he said, "Oh, I'm a little short on the rent," she was like, "Oh, no, don't worry about it. I got it. I got us for like a few months. I stacked my bread so we can be good." And then the soft music came in. So now begs the question: are a lot of y'all women ready for marriage? Are y'all ready to be your man's, no funny shit, like it or not, y'all might not like this term, but be his sidekick? Because that partner shit, only reason why I say the partner term is not a good term to use because both parties don't carry the same burden of weight. Like it or not, we don't. Because now let me tell you this. When a man operates and try to make sure the household is householding, you feel me? All four walls is sticking together and all that shit. We're not thinking emotionally. We're thinking logically. Make sure these bills is paid. Make sure everybody eat. This, that, third, blah, 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 blah. Anything, I got this tucked away. Blah, 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 blah. You feel me?
Problem is that a lot of women don't give a damn about a man's emotions until they don't get the solution that they want. It's a lot of men that are in marriages or that are in relationships, working their ass off, providing, doing their thing, being there for her, being there for the kids every single day. And he's miserable. But he doesn't have an outlet to come and explain to her why I'm miserable, or have an outlet to come and decompress and things of that nature, because everything's being taken care of. So from her end, it's convenient for her not to dig, not to ask, under the guise that she might be the damn issue. And she doesn't want to discover that I'm the problem. So I'm going to ignore the fact that my man is miserable. I'm going to ignore the fact that my man is not really acting like himself, or whatever the case may be. How the hell have we gotten this far without us being on the same page emotionally, or without you being able to identify what triggers me, or identify what, oh damn, my husband is acting a little different. Let me investigate and see what the hell is going on. But that's not the thought. But when it's a man, we have to do that, or else the relationship won't survive, right? So all I'm saying is that if you really love that man the way you say you do, you gotta prioritize that man's emotions, not just in times of turmoil, not just in times of when he might have lost his job, or you can't buy that bag you want, or you can't go on that trip you want. Nah, when it's going good and I notice that my man ain't acting right, I need to dig and figure out what's going on.
But the minute the woman has to uphold the household, oh, trust and believe you're going to hear some sneak disses, nigga. Especially if you fall off your kilter even a little bit.
Somebody got to say it. And I'll be the bitch to say it. You booty head ass bitches really out here on the I don't need a man hate train, when reality is, bitch, you damn sure need a motherfucking man. You might not want one. You might not know how to respect one. Your raggedy ass mama might not even taught you how to conduct yourself around a good man if you ever fucking had one. But bitch, you damn sure need one. You need that grass cut. Who you calling? You calling your home girl? Something get broke in the motherfucking house. Who you calling, bitch? Your tire blow. Who you calling? All right, so you say you taking the discount tires or Bell Tire, wherever. Who in there working on that fixing tires? I'll wait, bitch. I'll wait, bitch. Anything go motherfucking wrong, bitch. Who are you calling, ho? Anything?
Oh, now I'm doing this by myself. Like this thing I ain't. Not all women, not all of them. I'm not saying all women. Majority.
I need a man who can pay my bills and take care of me.
That's all you had to say. Let's go!
Where are we going?
To the adoption agency to make you my daughter, since you're clearly looking for a father.
You want to know why? Because they want a man, so they ain't got to do this, that, that. I'm tired of working. That's what I've been hearing a lot, too. I'm tired of working. I need a man. And nah, especially right now. That's the wrong mind frame. And I'm saying that's the wrong mind frame because not for nothing, you don't know what that man is working on secretly in the background. You don't know. Sometimes men don't tell you everything. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, put it like this. If he tell you, can you help him? If you can, cool. He'll include you. But if you can't, now, if you can't, no funny shit, you're just going to be in the way. Now, for the ones that can, because I've seen some shit too. Because I'm not going to discount y'all women out there that do y'all thug thizzle. I've seen some shit where a lady was like, nah, my man said he was going to do this. So he was talking about, he wanted to do this, that, and third, and he was trying to do this, bop, 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 bop. I didn't tell him nothing. I went off, do my research, did my homework, and I brought him back this, that, and the third, babe. You can bop, 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 bop. You can do. Helped him. He didn't even ask her.
Yeah. Pause the noise. Listen close. Yeah. Pause. Listen close. New voice in the room.
Because she wants to help, put his shit together. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, if he go to the moon, you going with him. You think he gonna forget about you helping him? You think he gonna forget about certain avenues that you led him down because of certain things that you said, or certain things that you showed him, or certain things that you even did your homework on that helped that man? Not one bit. And I don't think a lot of y'all ready for that. Now that brings me to my next point. She says something about gender wars. It's not gender wars per se, but you know what it is. As a man, and I see this shit, and personally, I say this all the time when I see it. Couldn't be me. Women, why are y'all out here acting so tough?
Most men are so simple. So the way that you treat him will always matter more than what you think you're bringing to the table, whether that be your finances, your education, your cooking or cleaning skills. None of that can compare to treating that man right. So you can lose your man to a woman with no job, no education, no cooking or cleaning skills because she's got listening skills. She knows how to speak to him kindly, softly. She initiates the SEX. She shows him he is desired, and she uplifts that man on a daily basis without him asking. You understand? Why wouldn't he choose her?
For what? Like I said in my last podcast, yo, y'all can run the fucking world, son. Only if y'all tone it down, just tone it down. Yo, if you, I don't even know if y'all understand this point, right? I don't know how many times I gotta say this, and I'm gonna make sure y'all understand this part, right? Yo, if you talk to your man or any man with that soft tone, coming off real sexy and seductive, you can get any man to do whatever the fuck you want. So why y'all cursing? Even if a man trying to holler at you and you don't want to holler at him, you can just simply, yo, you know how much you'll turn him on? I'm sorry. Like, I'm going through something right now. I just need, I really don't want a relationship right now. I'm sorry. I got a lot going on up here. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If a nigga start going, nah, fuck that, fuck you too, bitch, you ugly bitch, that nigga's in the wrong. And I'm gonna tell you like this. At any given point, if it's a bunch of other niggas around, and he do all that extra shit after you came off so soft, them niggas will check him. Fuck wrong with you, my nigga? You tripping. Man, leave that girl alone, bro. She's trying to get her life together. But y'all come off so fucking tough. That nigga, the niggas that's around that's doing all, man, look, you got that. Like, not to say not to say I'm not the type of nigga that'll just, I mean, but yo, that femininity, that's a thing. Use it. Y'all not using it, so y'all losing it. No funny shit. I'm be honest with you. Cause you gonna fuck around and be that auntie that's 40-something years old talking about where the young niggas at. If you want to tighten up now, I'm just saying. I'm keeping it a buck with you. That's it. That's my only gripe. I ain't got shit else to say. But, you know, I mean, I wish you the best of luck. And we're back. Okay. Now for the internet shenanigans. Okay. Now, for the ones that didn't see the fight over the weekend, Uh, Shakur Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson. Good job, my boy. Good job.
Did you think you was really gonna beat him up that way?
Yes.
This is the best jab in boxing. Teofimo Lopez steps in and throws a jab, setting up a body shot. But Shakur beats him to the punch. A sharp left jab snaps Teofimo's head back and stops him dead in his tracks. Teofimo still throws the body shot he planned, but watch closely. Shakur never forgets about defense and blocks the punch clean.
And even though it was the most punishment Shakur's taken, he won a wide decision on the judges' scorecards.
After the fight, I went in the not in the locker room, the doctors, they went to check me and shit. And I seen T.O. in there. We actually took a picture together and everything. But he was in there dolo. Dolo. I'm like
none of his team, nobody?
Where everybody at?
Right.
Why is he in here dolo? Me and him having a full-on conversation. He pulled me to the side, just one-on-one. Me and him had a good little convo, but nobody else is in here with him. I didn't like that. That didn't make me feel good because I knew him since back in the day. So it's like I kind of feel bad because at the end of the day, we just boxers and we giving our heart and our soul to our craft and we go in there and risk our life for the dangers of
Newark's own. Jersey, stand up, baby. Stand up. Just putting the mittens on that nigga, man. I already knew he was going to put the mittens on him. Because the minute he said, suck my dick shit, and that nigga stood up and said, what'd you say? I said, oh, yeah, he about to whoop his ass. He about to whoop his ass. But we all know the outcome. Shakur put him down. You know, unanimous 12 rounds. Good fight. Jabbed him and boop-bopped him to death. You feel me? But now on to the shenanigans aspect. Jarrell Miller.
Off his head, Sergio!
Wow! That is going to make the rounds on social media. That's like a cartoon.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It is a toupee.
And he just took it up and threw it into the crowd. Miller putting his forehead in the chest of eBay.
What the fuck? Yo, what the yo, my man got hooked and his hair went and he was just kept fighting and kept fighting. Yo, I don't know how many of y'all paid attention to the Breakfast. No, it was the Breakfast Club, right? So he's on the Breakfast Club talking. So he was like, how he noticed how his shit came off was his corner coach was talking to him, and he was like, the dude started stuttering. He never stuttered, and then he kept looking at his eyes, looking him in his eyes, and looking up, looking him in his eyes, and looking up and shit. Then he said, "Yo, what the fuck is he stuttering for?" And then looked up, and at the jumbotron, he seen a playback of his hair coming off. And he said he didn't feel it. He just felt cold. He felt cold up top. And then that's when he ripped it off and threw it in the stands and all that shit. But yo, what I don't get about the men wearing toupees. Listen, if your head is good for a baldy, just get the baldy, my nigga. Just get the baldy, bro. It's over. The top drop, you might as well just take it off. Take the top off, man. Make that motherfucker a T-top or a drop top and keep it drop. Feel me? It'll save you the embarrassment, my nigga. Why is your bald-headed ass wearing a chihuahua on your head? You don't get it. Listen. God rest it, I got a head full of hair. Matter of fact, Hey, yo, leave my forehead alone, bro. Watch your mouth. Chill on me. All right? Chill on me. But I got a head full of hair and that shit ain't going nowhere. God rest my soul. But, yeah, he wildin', son. He wildin', son. He wildin'. Yeah. He wildin'. He out of pocket for that. He out of pocket for that. But, yo, now on the men that wear shit like that, what? For what? For what? Because if you can, if your head, if the circumference of your head is good enough to have a baldy, rock it, son. You don't know how much or how many women love a bald head. A nice, good shape. They would even help you shave your bald head. And he seemed like he had a nice circumference, pause, bald head. Like, so, man, just handle that, my nigga. You out here looking fucking crazy, bro. Out of your mind. Anyway, on to more than that shenanigans. Nikki, come on. Come on. Just come on. Because your boy played you. He played you like a fucking fiddle. Yeah. And then you admit that you was illegal. I hope for the sake of you, they don't come for you. I really don't. Because they out here. You see what they did to Don Lemon? They done ran down on Don Lemon, and Don Lemon was supposed to be the host of the Grammys, and he wasn't even there. So, listen. What they say on the Joe Budden podcast? T's and P's, thoughts and prayers. T's and P's, goddammit. T's and P's. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, your boy played you like a fiddle to your face, and he tried to get all the people that he can from your space. From your space to come on his side. How well did that work out? Now, on the flip side of that, the Epstein files. Yeah. This is my thing about the Epstein files. All that shit came out. But yet still, nobody's been locked up yet. Why is that? Keep waiting. Y'all have evidence. I'm waiting. It's getting cold, Mom. It's getting cold. Yo, the whole Epstein file situation, right? It's getting to the point where it's like, okay, y'all come out with the shit. Y'all come out with it. But everybody's still living their lives going day to day. Only person, Jay-Z, I don't know. I've seen the post where they say he hopped on a jet and he's out of here now. I don't know. And then, you have people that deep dived into it, as far as like the dates and all that other shit. And they said that's not true. And they said Pusha T was in it. I don't think Pusha T don't even seem like the type, son. So for y'all to throw smell on that man's name like that, nah. Y'all just might got a gripe of vendetta. But as far as the Jay-Z thing, I get it because Jay-Z hung out with them type of motherfuckers. You feel me? He hung out with them niggas. So I get that aspect of it. But to say Pusha T was in it, I don't think that's fully true. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that whole Pusha T thing, was true. I really don't. I really don't. So that's just my take on that aspect. Oh, now Ice, right? I came across this post. I can't find it, but now I know everybody. I know everybody out there. Y'all heard that? Oh, you sign up with Ice, you get a $50,000 bonus and things like that. Now it's this post that came alive and good for y'all fuck niggas because the post said anybody that signed up for Ice. Nigga, you gotta stay with them for 5 years to get that bonus, and that bonus comes every year. It's not like a sign-up bonus like you in the NBA or the NFL. You sign a paper, you sign a contract, and they give you the money. Nah, nigga, they give you that shit over time. And if for one reason or one time or one point or whatever the case may be, or do they give it to you up front? Whatever the case may be, within them 5 years. If you leave of being an ICE agent, you gotta give them that money back.
ICE agents are getting their $50,000 bonus, but they didn't read the fine print because there is no honor amongst thieves. So in the contract for the ICE agents' $50,000 sign-on bonus, they have to sign on to be there for 5 years. They get $10,000 for every year of service, which is great. They got $10,000 when they first signed up. They'll get the next $10,000 in their second year. Here's where the problems come in. They have to fulfill their contract. If they leave early, they have to pay back the bonus. So if they leave and try to get out of ICE before that 5 years is up, they have to pay back that $10,000. If they wait and make it to 2 years, they have to pay back the $20,000 and so on and so on. So these ICE agents who are now discovering that the job they thought was going to be so much fun, wrangling up and attacking people they feel like shouldn't be here, and now they're being hated at, yelled at, whistled at, screamed at, haunt at constantly, because that does wear on the psyche. They now can't leave, or they're going to owe the $10,000 they just got back. And if they're there for 2 years, they'll owe 20 and so on. So they have to finish their 5-year contract before they leave. Amazing what happens when you get employment with a con man. Have a great night.
So this is my question, y'all. How much will you risk your life for? Because this is going to come to a point where niggas don't want to hit none of that shit. You see them niggas in Philly, right? You go fucking with them if you want. You want to unload a couple of clips on y'all stupid niggas. Oh. Isn't an ICE agent a pastor too? At a church? It wasn't they over there protested? That's why y'all niggas wear masks over y'all faces, shities and shit. You sneaky motherfucker, you. You sneaky motherfucker, you. Yeah. Y'all do this shit for the money. Y'all like dogs off the leash. But y'all hide y'all faces. You sneaky motherfucker, you. Niggas is on to y'all. Just know, you got 5 years. Because if you don't, you gotta give that money back. You sneaky motherfucker, you. Yeah. I got cases on all you niggas. Training Day. That was a good fucking movie, man. God damn. Now I want to watch it. I'm not going to. Training Day was a good movie. I got cases on all you niggas. Anyway. Um, it's this post, right? I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about it.
He ain't cheating yet. Uh-oh. It's normal for a husband to complain about his wife. If he's still complaining, that means he's paying attention and still fully aware of your existence, which is a good place to be in these marriages. True. Once he stops questioning when dinner is going to be cooked or if the laundry's done or anything, if he even cares if you come home, just know at that point he has started cheating. He begins to pander to you or give you compliments that you ain't heard his ass give you in at least the last 5 years. Oh, he's about to leave you. So to the girls whose men still give a damn to complain, that man still fucking loves you, okay? Just trust and believe. Once he stops complaining, once he stops communicating, once he stops giving a damn whether the laundry is done or what's for dinner, you're headed towards a divorce.
Dang. There are some people who complain about everything. This
Now, as a man, that's true, but also false. Because I'm going to say this, right? At my big old age, I'm not gonna lie. There's some validity to that. Like I said on my last post, right? Don't force me to go do some shit and then complain about it. And like I said earlier, how many of y'all are actually ready to do the work? Because when you're in a relationship, let alone marriage, my nigga, that shit is a job. Like it or not, that specific job you don't clock out from. So how many of y'all are ready for that? You can do, I'm not going to say you can do everything in the world. But it's, when you're in a relationship, it's certain key main things as a man that we need done. Especially if I'm like I said, the partnership, I can't say partnership. You're more of a sidekick. You have a very significant, important role in my life, but it's not a partnership. Because, like it or not, I carry more of the weight. So with that being said, certain things, if I ask, I need it done. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to ask. Because as a man, not for nothing, we shouldn't be complaining about shit. I mean, say it a few times or say it once or twice or whatever the case may be, or maybe like even like a little fucking argument. But actually nagging and sitting there complaining, that's not man shit. Let's get that clear. What? If I gotta do it myself and I gotta keep doing it myself, then what's the point? Because when you're in it with somebody, right? Don't get me wrong, y'all like this. But when you're in it with somebody, because I've had so many conversations with couples that have been together for 30, 40, 50 years. And sometimes it came to a point where they didn't like each other, but they still did shit for each other. Like it or not, because they loved each other. One of the main key components to that is they liked the other person enough. Liked. Not loved, because love is a feeling. You can feel sick. You can feel happy. you can blah 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 blah. But if you like a motherfucker enough, mad, sad, happy, or indifferent, you still got their back. That's just it. The question is, how many of y'all out there are like that? Because if you're not like that, then you're going to get cheated on. Like, that's just it. Like, yo, I brought this up in my previous pod, right? About the granola. The lawyer was bringing up the granola story. And the wife was, topping her husband off every day before he went to work. And when she got low on the granola, he bought her some. She didn't ask. He bought her some just to replace it so she can, do her thing. And, it was just a cycle. So one morning, she didn't top him off. He didn't get the granola, right? It was like a bag of granola, right? So she didn't think nothing of it. Maybe he didn't see it, or whatever the case may be. This is what she's thinking. This is what she's telling the lawyer, right? As they're in the office, as far as filing for the divorce and shit. Then next morning came, same thing, no toppy. And it just, she was like, oh, I just didn't think about it. And he just didn't replenish it. So I think she said on like the fucking fifth, sixth, maybe seventh day, maybe the next week, it still wasn't replenished. Then she was like, oh, we're getting a divorce. Because he knows that I love and I need my granola. So he asked her at any point, do you think you could have saved the marriage? Or what? Or at what point what went wrong? She was like, yeah, I think I could have saved it. But the point where I think we started to go downhill is when he didn't get the granola, and he was like, so what did you change that you think led to that? Oh, I just stopped giving him toppy. And he was like, but why? I mean, I didn't really think too much of it. Life got in the way and things like that, blah, 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 right? And I get it. That usually happens. But what I will say is, she was like, oh, I didn't think nothing of it. It was like, like 5 minutes worth of work for me and blah, 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 blah. Just that one shift. And we're men. We're simple shit. We're simple creatures, especially when certain things like that help us get through the day. So what you're telling me is my satisfaction doesn't care as much as your satisfaction does. So why should I give a shit about what you need if you don't give a shit about what I need? It's a give and take. Like I seen this other video, right? Older couple, somebody's grandmother. She's in the kitchen whipping up some I think it was like egg salad or some shit. She's making grandpa a sandwich. She was like, this is how you keep your man happy. Hey baby. He was like, yo. Do you want me to take the crust off, right? He was like, yeah. So as she was making the egg sandwich and shit, she was taking the crust off, and his tall fucking 6'8" big having ass walks over, yeah, and grab her from the back, and it looks hella wholesome. But it's the shit that, no funny shit, it's the shit that goes unthought of. That actually triggers and starts to catapult the situation to where it's like I said, Us men were simple. So if you stop doing some shit that satisfied me or help me get through the day, why the fuck should I keep taking your bag if I got all this other shit to worry about? When we just, no funny shit, hop on this motherfucking, suck this motherfucker, or even, because if I gotta do it myself, or if you ain't gonna do it, trust me, believe she gonna do it, and she gonna not stop doing it.
And this woman, we were sitting outside the courtroom waiting on a break in testimony, and she was a young woman in her probably like late 30s, you know, very attractive. And we were just chit-chatting, and I said to her, you know, was there a moment when you realized the marriage is over? You know, like, was there a moment? And she said, yeah. And I said, when was it? And she said, there was this granola that I like. She said, they only sold it at like this particular grocery store, and I like to put it in my yogurt. And she said, he used to always, whenever I'd be running low on it, I would just open the thing one day and a new bag would be there. She's like, and she's like, it made me feel so loved. Like, I didn't have to ask. He didn't want credit for it. Like, he didn't go like, oh, did you see? I got your granola that you wanted. You know, like, he just would do this thing, you know? And she said it was just something that, like, it always made me smile. She said every time the granola was running low and there was a new bag of granola, I just felt very loved, you know? And she said one day the granola ran out. And I thought, oh, that's weird. You know, maybe he didn't see it. She's like, so I left the bag in there because I thought, well, at some point he'll notice. And he didn't notice. She goes, so I took the bag out and I waited and he didn't get a new bag. And I thought, okay, this thing's going down. And I thought to myself, wow, that's like, you know, that's such a small thing, like granola. Like, you just, but these are the things, like, these are the little things that make us feel loved and that are gestures of love. And
when you love somebody, you love doing things for them.
Right, their pleasure pleases
you. Love making their life better.
Their joy pleases you. Like, their happiness makes you happy.
Exactly.
And somewhere along the line, and it happens a lot in marriage, it becomes, well, I'm not happy, why should you be happy? You know? And then that creates a spiral. And I really believe that that spiral could go in the other direction. Like, if he's to me, like, those little things, like leaving a note, you know, I've said to some of my friends, you know, when they say to me, like, you know, as a divorce lawyer, you know, you see all this misery, like, how do I stay out of your office? And I'll often say, I'm like, it's dumb little things, man. I'm like, just leave her a note. I'm like, leave her a note in the morning. Just leave a little note, says, hey, beautiful, you know, so it was so fun watching that movie with you last night. So glad we got to have a date. I'll be thinking of you today. Love you. Like, what does that take? That takes like a minute, not even. Like, and look what it can do. Like, look at how that makes this person feel. And even if
I'm just saying, because I see it. I've seen it. And there's too many marriages that they're sexless. There's too many sexless marriages, man. It really is. All right, now, before I get out of here, right? I'm going to play a few things that I want to make sure y'all keep track of, keep eyes on, and all that, because this shit is diabolical. It's diabolical. But check this shit out.
All right, guys, it's over. The IRS as we know it, it is done. Yesterday, over 30% of the IRS's auditors resigned in a single day. Why? Because President Donald Trump just pulled the pin on the biggest financial shakeup in American history. And that's not even the half of it. In fact, at the very same time, right? Very quietly, Social Security just made a change that will permanently impact how every American accesses their identity, their benefits, their future. But there was no press conference. There was no big rollout. But if you're on SSI or SSDI, let me know down in the comments. Or if you're just planning to retire one day in the future, you need to know what just happened. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys exactly why President Trump's war against the IRS is just the beginning and what he's planning to do with your taxes next. We also need to talk about how your Social Security card's going fully digital this summer and what that really means for your privacy, and why Biden's quiet $8,000 checks for federal retirees, they've got people asking, where's mine? Comment down below if you did not yet get an $8,000 Social Security check yet. I want to hear from you guys. Guys, this is not a drill. This is a permanent shift. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why some are calling this the end of the IRS and the beginning of a cashless government-tracked future. So stick with me, guys, because we're going to go ahead and expose the truth like we always do right here on the Ron Yates channel. I really appreciate the support. Oh, and if you haven't already, please take a second, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. So first things first, we need to talk about the resignations that just rocked the IRS, okay? So according to the internal agency sources and corroborated headlines, 31% of IRS tax auditors just quit. Think about that. 31% of IRS tax auditors just quit. That's right, guys. So that's like 1/3 of their entire enforcement staff gone overnight. Why? Because President Trump and his Department of Government Efficiency.
I don't mean to stop this, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you didn't file your taxes already and you about to get your refund back, you're cooked. You might not even get your shit.
Also known as Doge, just made it very clear. The days of government overreach through endless audits, they're over. And so here's the kicker. This was the plan all along. Trump signed an executive order halting all new IRS hiring, freezing expansion efforts, and making sure that not a single new agent will be brought in under his watch. Now, if you've ever been audited, drop a quick yes in the comments down below and let me know how much you enjoyed that process. But now, why is this such a big deal? Well, it's because under President Biden, they wanted to add 87.
People, go do your homework. Go do your homework, because I already know once he came in, he was going to start switching and changing shit up. But not for nothing. Listen, I don't want to take up no more of y'all time. You know me. I'm about to scram, skedaddle, but this was a good one. Listen, all social media things to be, throughout the cabin. Any thoughts, comments, prayers, topics, leave down below. If you got this far, I appreciate the love. No. One last thing.
Yeah. Pause. Yeah. Pause the noise. Listen close. Yeah. Pause. Listen close. New voice in the room, I don't follow the crowd. I read between lines, they don't say out loud. Built from the tension, I move real proud. Every step calculated, never lost, never found. I don't rush moments, I let them reveal what's real. Stay standing when the face start to peel. No shortcuts taken, just pressure and skill. I don't bend for the spotlight, I sharpen the steel. I don't chase waves, I study the tide. Stay 10 steps calm while the rest wanna ride. They talk in circles, I move in design. Quiet confidence, heavy with time. Clean line, sharp mind, vision on loud. Calm in the chaos, storm in the crowd. I don't need to shout, let the truth come around. It's that clarity sound, yeah, that clarity sound. Clean line, sharp mind, vision on loud. Calm in the chaos, storm in the crowd. I don't need to shout, let the truth come around. It's that clarity sound, yeah, that clarity sound. From the corners where ambition learn patience, to rooms where silence carry real statements. I ask the questions that make them uncomfortable. Still keep it smooth, never emotional. I'm not here to fit molds, I break them precise. Take the long road just to sharpen the knife. If the message hit deep, yeah, that's by design. I don't talk just to talk, I align every line. This ain't hype, this is intent. If it make you think, it did what it meant. Clean line, sharp mind, vision on loud. Calm in the chaos, storm in the crowd. I don't need to shout, let the truth come around. It's that clarity sound, yeah, that clarity sound. Clean line, sharp mind, clean line, sharp mind. Clean line, sharp mind, clean line, sharp mind. Calm in the chaos, storm in the crowd. Welcome to the space where the real gets said. Let's get into it. Yeah.
All right, now, before I get out of here, right, I'm going to play a few things that I want to make sure y'all keep track of, keep eyes on, and all that, because this shit is diabolical. It's diabolical. But check this shit out.
All right, guys, it's over. The IRS as we know it, it is done. Yesterday, over 30% of the IRS's auditors resigned in a single day. Why? Because President Donald Trump just pulled the pin on the biggest financial shakeup in American history. And that's not even the half of it. In fact, at the very same time, right, very quietly, Social Security just made a change that will permanently impact how every American accesses their identity, their benefits, their future. But there was no press conference. There was no big rollout. But if you're on SSI or SSDI, let me know down in the comments. Or if you're just planning to retire one day in the future, you need to know what just happened. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys exactly why President Trump's war against the IRS is just the beginning and what he's planning to do with your taxes next. We also need to talk about how your Social Security card's going fully digital this summer and what that really means for your privacy, and why Biden's quiet $8,000 checks for federal retirees, they've got people asking, where's mine? Comment down below if you did not yet get an $8,000 Social Security check yet. I want to hear from you guys. Guys, this is not a drill. This is a permanent shift. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why some are calling this the end of the IRS and the beginning of a cashless government-tracked future. So stick with me, guys, because we're going to go ahead and expose the truth like we always do right here on the Ron Yates channel. I really appreciate the support. Oh, and if you haven't already, please take a second, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. So first things first, we need to talk about the resignations that just rocked the IRS, okay? So according to the internal agency sources and corroborated headlines, 31% of IRS tax auditors just quit. Think about that. 31% of IRS tax auditors just quit. That's right, guys. So that's like 1/3 of their entire enforcement staff gone overnight. Why? Because President Trump and his Department of Government Efficiency.
I don't mean to stop this, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you didn't file your taxes already and you about to get your refund back, you're cooked. You might not even get your shit.
Also known as Doge, just made it very clear. The days of government overreach through endless audits, they're over. And so here's the kicker. This was the plan all along. Trump signed an executive order halting all new IRS hiring, freezing expansion efforts, and making sure that not a single new agent will be brought in under his watch. Now, if you've ever been audited, drop a quick yes in the comments down below and let me know how much you enjoyed that process. But now, why is this such a big deal? Well, it's because under President Biden, they wanted to add 87.
People, go do your homework. Go do your homework, because I already know once he came in, he was going to start switching and changing shit up. But not for nothing. Listen, I don't want to take up no more of y'all time. You know me. I'm about to scram, skedaddle. But this was a good one. Listen, all social media things to be, throughout the cabin. Any thoughts, comments, prayers, topics, leave down below. If you got this far, I appreciate the love. No, one last thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Pause the noise. Listen close. Yeah. Pause. Listen close. New voice in the room, I don't follow the crowd. I read between lines, they don't say out loud. Built from the tension, I move real proud. Every step calculated, never lost, never found. I don't rush moments, I let them reveal what's real. Stay standing when the face start to peel. No shortcuts taken, just pressure and skill. I don't bend for the spotlight, I sharpen the steel. I don't chase waves, I study the tide. Stay 10 steps calm while the rest wanna ride. They talk in circles, I move in design. Quiet confidence, heavy with time. Clean line, sharp mind, vision on loud. Calm in the chaos, storm in the crowd. I don't need to shout, let the truth come around. It's that clarity sound, yeah, that clarity sound. Clean line, sharp mind, vision on loud. Calm in the chaos, storm in the crowd. I don't need to shout, let the truth come around. It's that clarity sound, yeah, that clarity sound. From the corners where ambition learn patience, to rooms where silence carry real statements. I ask the questions that make them uncomfortable. Still keep it smooth, never emotional. I'm not here to fit molds, I break them precise. Take the long road just to sharpen the knife. If the message hit deep, yeah, that's by design. I don't talk just to talk, I align every line. This ain't hype, this is intent. If it make you think, it did what it meant. Clean line, sharp mind, vision on loud. Calm in the chaos, storm in the crowd. I don't need to shout, let the truth come around. It's that clarity sound, yeah, that clarity sound. Clean line, sharp mind, clean line, sharp mind. Clean line, sharp mind, clean line, sharp mind. Calm in the chaos, storm in the crowd. Welcome to the space where the real gets said. Let's get into it. Yeah.